Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a little different of a video. So I saw this idea recently and I thought I'd give it a shot. So the idea is the book I read last, the book I'm reading now, and the book I want to read next. So it's a last, now, next type of idea, and I thought it was kind of fun, so let's get into it. So starting off with what I read last, so I just finished recently, a couple days ago, I read The 7.5 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle, and like I mentioned I think I mentioned this in my last video, there are two books with like very similar names, so The 7.5 Deaths, and then also the 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, I want to say, something like that. I always get those two mixed up. So when I started this one I thought it was the other one. So going into it, I'm like, this is a murder mystery. What is going on? But yeah, I ended up really liking it actually. So it's basically, it follows this one guy, and you kind of like, he kind of gets to go into like different people, I guess, like every day he's in a new person. Not really like possessing, but like he's kind of like in the person. I don't know, it's hard to explain, like, but anyway, so each day he's a new person and he's trying to figure out who killed Evelyn Hardcastle and how can you prevent that from happening. And he only gets, I think, 8 chances, so 8 days to figure out like what's going on and piece everything together. And he works with I believe they call him the Plague Doctor in here, and the Plague Doctor is the one like in control or whatever, and he's the one who is taking the main guy and he's putting him in the different people every day. At one point, so there are like more than one person doing the same task, and whoever like gets it first gets to leave, and they get to go back to like their own life or whatever. It's really cool. It's really interesting. It's a really cool concept. And in the end, like you kind of like figure out like, oh, this one person who's been there the whole time is actually not who you think it is. And you know, there's a lot of like twists and turns, and it was like really interesting. I read this one on Audible, so being able to like listen to it too with the different like voice changes, the different like afflictions or whatever, it was like really interesting. So if you haven't read this, I do highly suggest it if you're into like murder mystery type things. I really liked it, so yeah. The book I'm reading now is called A Kingdom This Cursed and Empty. So it's the second one. It's the second one from A Kingdom This Cruel and Lovely, I believe is the first one, what it's called. So I read this first one back in like April, I want to say. I read it on Kindle Unlimited, so now I picked up the second one, and this one, I have about like an hour and a half left at the time of recording this. I have about an hour and a half left. It's really good. I do really like the characters, I like the story, I like where it's going. And I think there are 4 books in this series that are on Kindle Unlimited. I'm not sure if this is actually a physical book or if it's a Kindle Unlimited like exclusive type thing. But if you do have that subscription, or if you are able to find this book, I do highly suggest it. It's more of like a fantasy-ish type book, so it's more of like, you know, like kingdoms and fairies, and everyone has powers. Even the humans have powers. Not all of them, but some of them they do. It's really interesting how it's going, and like, you know, how all like fantasy books go, like the chosen one or whatever, and she needs to prove herself and that type of stuff. So it's kind of like that. I do really enjoy fantasy. It is one of my favorite genres of books, so I have quite a few over here that you can see, and also more. And that's not even all of them that I have, but anyway, I do really enjoy fantasy, so I am really enjoying this so far. Like I said, I have about an hour and a half left. At this point, she's just trying to get like allies and stuff, because she believes she's gonna go to war because she wants her kingdom back, you know. She wants her people to come out of hiding. She doesn't want the king who is the king to be king anymore, because he's been king for centuries, and that's just not right, you know, so. But yeah, I do really like it. I do suggest it if you are able to read it. I do highly suggest going to read it because it is really, really good. So after I finish A Kingdom This Cursed and Empty, I believe I'm gonna read after that the next one. I'm going to do 1,000 Heartbeats by Kiera Cass. So this one has been on my shelf for I think about a year, so not that long. It's a little thicker, but she also wrote the Selection series, and that series I read in like a week. It was really, really good. I could not put it down. I read it while I was in college. It was just like really good. I just really enjoyed her writing and stuff, so I thought I'd pick up her new book. And so it has been on my shelf for a little while, about a year. I don't really know anything about it. I just know that I like this author, so I wanted to pick up something else of hers to see if I would like something else by her, because I like the first series so much. So I don't know much about this one, but yeah, I do have it in hardcover, which is really nice because I don't think it comes in hardcover anymore. But so that is what I'm going to read next. That will bring us to the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have read any of these, please let me know in the comments down below. Or if you have any other like book suggestions you think that I would like, let me know and I will give them a shot. Thank you again so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!